What's up, everybody? Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Piece of Cake, which is in Halo 4, beat the par time on Dawn. So the par time on this level is 15 minutes. You could do this on any difficulty, so I obviously recommend you do this on easy. It is by far the easiest to do on easy. So just throw that level on, start it up on easy, and we're just running through here. I skipped ahead in the beginning a little bit. You could see I started around the 30-second mark because I was just literally standing in the cryo tube the whole time, so you don't need to watch that. So you can see I'm running and jumping here. So there's a little glitch in Halo 4, or maybe an oversight is a better word. You could actually have unlimited sprint if you just sprint and then after a little bit just jump and smack and then hit sprint again. You'll actually have unlimited sprint, because the way sprint recharges is once you melee or smack, it actually cancels out the sprint that you're going through at the time and starts recharging right away. But while you're in the air, you're still going at the same speed, so it kind of negates the fact that you've stopped sprinting. It will still carry you through the air at the same speed. So you'll see me doing a lot of that. It doesn't save a terribly large amount of time, but obviously every second counts. A second saved is a second earned, so this is pretty much as fast as you can make it through this section. Obviously, we go through a few scripted moments here, like this guy and climbing up that elevator shaft or whatever it is. So you should get to about this section at around the 2-minute mark. And then the real fun begins. If it takes you a little bit longer to get to this point, don't worry about it. We have a ton of time to spare. We're going to finish this in about 9 minutes or so, and we have 15 minutes to get the achievement. So just run up and assassinate this guy right off the bat. Then there's a few grunts on either side of this kind of peninsula type thing in the middle of the room that's sticking out into the center. But just hop on down. You can grab a pistol. I actually forgot to grab a pistol. There's one that's floating around in the cryo chamber when you originally start the game. There's one floating around, and then once the gravity is put in place by Cortana, it falls to the ground and you can pick it up there, but I forgot to do that for whatever reason. So I killed everybody here. I grabbed a pistol from down below under this structure I declared a peninsula. But we'll just hop back up here and activate these blast shield controls. And we could go back down here and fill up on ammo. There's a bunch of assault rifle ammo, some grenades, and more pistol ammo. But I'm going to stick with my regular magnum pistol and this plasma pistol. Obviously, the plasma pistol, we could noob combo elites, which basically means we're going to overcharge plasma pistol some elites, and that takes down their shield entirely, and that leaves them open to one headshot to kill them. So it's a very quick and easy way to kill elites, brutes, which aren't in this game, and also Promethean Knights are susceptible to that as well. But I'm just going to go with this old trick. I stand on top of this crate of ammo and grenades, and that gives me kind of unlimited grenades for a second. There's 4 grenades in each crate, so I could just kind of throw 6 at once instead of just being limited to my 2 that I could carry around. Because as I throw them, as I'm standing on the crate, I'm picking them up out of the crate as I throw them, so that's kind of cool. You don't have to do that if you don't want. You could obviously just headshot all the grunts and noob combo the elites like you would normally, but, you know, do whatever you want. There's multiple ways to kill people. So refill up on pistol ammo and grab a fresh plasma pistol from one of the dead grunts, and we will move on to the next section. So I'm going to get into this elevator right here, and I'm going to cut out this section because I'm just standing there for like 20 or 30 seconds, so you don't need to see me stand there the whole time, but know that I didn't do anything crazy or special. Literally just stood there waiting for the doors to open, and once they do open, just run over here. This door will open, noob combo this elite, and then just go over to this door. You could ignore the grunts behind you, and we're going to noob combo that elite and ignore these grunts, and we're just going to jump down here, and we're going to noob combo another elite. So kill him, and then some grunts might start berserking, quote unquote, or suicide grunting. I don't know if suicide grunting is a great verb, but I think berserking is an overstatement for grunts. Berserking is reserved for brutes who are much more threatening. And hunters also berserk in the books, but I've never really seen, they don't really berserk in the games themselves, which is kind of unfortunate. I would like to see that. But anyway, these doors will open and present these 2 jackals once you kill enough of the grunts in there, or enough of the enemies in there, but I recommend killing the grunts because they're the easiest and quickest to kill. So you'll be able to roll through to the next area much more quickly. So just run over here. You don't need to kill anybody in this area. You can see I'm just running right past everybody. This elite with the concussion rifle in the Master Chief Collection, for whatever reason, gets stuck in that doorway. That does not happen in the original Halo 4 for Xbox 360, but for the Master Chief Collection for Xbox One, he does get stuck there. So that's kind of nice, and it helps you out. You can just run right by him. You don't have to smack him in the back like I did, but I just did it for sport. Why not? I'm in the business of killing elites, so why not kill one more? So we run out here, and normally when I'm playing on Legendary, I run around, and there's actually a way to get up and around everybody. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But then I realized that I'm on easy, so I could just turn back and go up here like a normal person. Obviously, this way, it's much more easy to get up here. Not this way, but by utilizing these nifty ramps they've provided for us, it's much easier to just go up here and run past all the enemies. You probably want to take out that beam rifle guy, though, because he could take a decent amount of shield down from you. Oh, I thought I had a plasma grenade out. Apparently not. I was going to stick that elite. He had other ideas, or I guess my hand had other ideas. It grabbed a frag grenade instead of a plasma grenade. But once you do activate that, you want to run over here immediately, and there's a bunch of phantoms. Well, not a bunch. 2 phantoms come down and release additional infantry units. You can see them right there. But we kind of cut right under them before they could land and just activated this. And once you do that, all the enemies on the map disappear. And I skipped that tiny cutscene where the missile comes up out of the dawn and collides with one of the Covenant ships. And also the Didact sends out some orange light that just analyzes / tickles the Master Chief. So I've turned around, I'm sprinting back the way I came, and again there's no enemies. They all disappear once you activate that missile. And we just gotta hang in here for a little bit. This is another loading zone. Probably should have cut this part out too, but oh well, who cares. This door's gonna open in a second once I'm done punching it and humping it and all that nonsense. So here it goes. You kind of want to avoid the unlimited sprint glitch here because you can see I took some damage right there. That is because these hallways are just exploding, and we got to get off this ship, man. They are exploding hardcore. We don't want to be on it when it does. So there's a bunch of tiny explosions, and we want to avoid jumping those first couple hallways because there's actually explosions happening on the ceiling, and I have died before where I'm doing the unlimited sprint glitch, where I'm just running, jumping, smacking, and sprinting again. So you want to avoid that the first couple hallways because I have died a couple times, and that is not cool. You're like, I'm at the end of the level here. There's no way I could possibly die, and then you do die. But here we are at the end. Unfortunately, there's no way to speed this part up, and the timer keeps on ticking upwards, as you can see, which is kind of lame. But we've definitely completed this in under the required 15 minutes, and that is all there is to it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion and on Twitch at SilverScorpion4. And I will see you guys later for more Halo achievements.